Welcome to Reeled In. I'm Sam.
What
the fuck was that?
Okay, alright.
Guys,
go ahead.
okay. Welcome to Reeled In. I'm Sam.
I'm Spawn.
I'm Alex.
I'm Avery.
Welcome to a podcast where three film buffs try to reel in their friend into their world of cinema, and she tries to do the same, the friend in question being Avery, and the three film buffs being the rest of us. So,
50th time's the
Thank you for
charm.
the support.
Alright, let's just get on with it. I'm starting the timer.
So, this week, we're kind of continuing on from where we left off last week, where we're talking about the Toy Story trilogy and the Godfather trilogy. We're at the second movies of those trilogies.
Yep.
Toy Story 2 and the Godfather Part II.
Yes.
And yeah, I feel like this is going to be interesting.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with The Godfather Part 2. So, Alex, Sam, and I have seen this movie in the past, and three of us liked it a lot, but Avery has never seen. Avery, did you know there was a Part 2, or did you only know about the first one?
Well, we've talked about this.
Well-
but no, I didn't know there was a
Okay.
Part 2 and Part 3, but then
Really?
we talked about doing this, so then I was
That's
like,
interesting.
okay, there's a Part 2 and Part 3.
Okay.
Why is that interesting,
Because
Alex?
everyone always talks about part 1 and 2 as like one movie. On
Okay.
all of like the best movies of all time list, it's both of them up there. It's like
Yeah.
people think
In
of
fact,
Lord of the
Part
Rings
2
as
is
one
sometimes
movie.
like higher than the first one.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's
well,
absurd.
okay, okay.
And I
let's-
feel very strongly about this.
Let's
Okay.
talk about it then. First, your expectations given the first one. Just as a
Oh,
reminder, what rating did you give the first movie?
I think 6.5 out of 10.
I think it
Something
was
like
like
that,
6
yeah.
or 6.5.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah,
favorite
no,
movie.
she loved it. She loved the horse.
She
No
loved the
horse.
No horses
There
in this
is
one.
no horse
No.
slaughter in this
Yeah.
movie.
That's why she
That's
likes it
why
less.
I like it less.
Okay, Avery, so what did you expect in terms of like plot for this movie, and like what were you like? Did you think you would like this more, less? you know?
Honestly, I didn't write down expectations because I was just like, it's just the next one. I didn't really think.
Okay.
I assumed it would be like similar vibe, just Michael in power now.
Yeah.
It's really all
Did
I really
you-
thought.
Okay. Well, let's get into it then.
Okay. What do you want to Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you. One of the reasons why I heavily dislike this movie
Heavily.
is heavily.
Oh, no.
Okay, one thing about this movie that's different from the first is that there's two different
Right.
storylines.
Yeah.
We see
Yeah.
the background of like Vito rise to power, blah blah blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then we have the present timeline of Michael doing
Michael stuff.
Michael stuff.
Yep.
Just Michael stuff.
He's just doing
Just Michael things.
He's like,
Just
yeah,
Michael
hashtag
things. Michael things.
Hashtag Michael things. I understood the Vito shit.
Mhm,
That I'm fine with. That, you know, if that was the only part of the movie, I'd give this like a solid 6-7 out of 10. Okay?
Really?
I
Okay.
could not tell you what the fuck was happening in
Yeah.
the present fucking timeline. If you asked me to describe the plot, I couldn't.
No, that's
genuinely
and you know what,
couldn't.
Avery? That's completely fair.
That's so fair. You're so
completely
valid.
Avery, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, this is my second time watching it. I have no idea what the fuck happened.
Like I can't even like. And the thing with this movie is 3.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so the longest movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. And oh my
Is that
fucking
true?
god, yes. What other? How long are the Lord of the Rings?
Sloppenheimer?
How long is that movie?
Like 3.
Well,
I think
3.5 is more than
Oppenheimer's.
three.
Yeah, it's
Maybe one of the Lord of the Rings, maybe? Like
Maybe.
Return of the King.
Long.
I'm pretty well. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that's 3.5
Sure.
hours long.
This
So-
felt the longest, regardless.
This
Yeah.
felt
Right?
like
Okay.
it took
the-
me 3 days to watch this movie. I hope you know.
The problem
Yeah.
too is they throw so much at you in the first 20 minutes, and if you don't know what's happening 20 minutes in, you're lost for the next 3
Yeah.
hours.
Yes.
Okay. Avery did not like the movie. But I did. And I assume Sam
Why?
and Alex did too.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. I think
Okay.
let's all work together and try to piece together the plot the best we can.
Okay.
Avery, what did you
Teamwork.
like?
All right.
No,
All
let's-
right. I'll
for-
try.
Let's ignore like the Vito storyline.
Okay.
just for a
Okay.
little
The
bit.
present storyline.
Yeah.
So it starts with this big celebration.
Again.
I
yeah.
believe Michael's son, Anthony, he's like going to school or something like that. Is that wrong? I don't fucking know. But it makes no sense that he's going to school because he's 10, so he should be in school.
No, I think it's like some Sicilian Christian like celebration or something, right?
Communion?
Like a communion or something.
Oh, my bad. I already messed that up.
That's fine.
But there's a big celebration, and yippee, go his son. And then Michael, the whole movie is like, okay, I need another son. Give me another son. Because my other son and daughter aren't good enough. I need another son.
I don't think he says that.
I think
Those
he
kids are
only
fucking
says that.
smart. He can't run the family
I
business.
think he really likes his kid.
I need another son. So then Kay's like, okay, cool. But then she has a miscarriage. Oh,
okay,
no.
so we skipped
No.
over.
No.
Well, that's like 2.5 hours.
We skipped over
into the movie.
3 hours of the film.
I don't understand.
It's okay.
And
Let's
then
talk
there's
about
the
the happenings of the movie. Like, what's happening to Michael throughout? What's he trying to do? Do you know what Michael's trying to do in this movie?
I genuinely, he goes to Havana for a bit.
He does.
And he He walks in his house one night, and Kay's there.
No. We can't get there yet.
Hold on.
I don't know,
Okay,
guys.
so like, let's.
I don't know what he's doing.
Just on the
I didn't understand. He's just doing Michael things.
Okay.
Listen, you don't have to understand everything, but on a surface level, what is happening at the beginning of the movie?
Like, what's his goal? Like, what's he trying to do? That first conversation they have.
Even just more broadly than that, right? The movie for the first half hour is Michael just like doing business meetings. You don't have to know what he's doing, but he's doing all this business stuff. And I think even if you don't get exactly what's going on, I think the emotional stakes are pretty clear with this movie. You understand the dynamic between Michael and his business relationships versus what's going on with him and his family. And that's really clearly established, I think. So even if you don't know exactly what's going on, I think there's enough here that you can possibly understand if you think about it for like 2 seconds.
He wants power. He wants to rule the world.
That's a broad, like, okay. Michael, specifically in this movie, he's trying to grow and stuff, but he's moving,
a growing boy.
Right, so he's trying to get into, we have to work together on this because I'm not sure either. I believe he's trying to...
How do you like a movie if you don't understand?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I understand the emotions.
Right.
I get what's actually the important thing I understand.
It's really difficult to pin down like the intricacies of this plot, and to this day, there's people who theorize as to like what's really going on because nothing's really explained. It's all really vague.
Yeah, and what's their motivations and who's sided with who exactly.
So, okay, the movie opens with that communion celebration thing. Well, no, actually, that's not how the movie opens. The movie opens with the Vito flashback. That's how the movie opens.
I could tell you the Vito flashbacks.
Sure. The movie opens with, it's the funeral, I believe, of Vito's brother.
I was going to say that I find it really, I mean, it is the funeral.
It's not the funeral because his brother dies in that moment. It's somebody's funeral.
It's somebody's funeral, yeah.
But and for the first time in like the Godfather series, there's like text on the screen to like introduce you to like what's happening.
Oh yeah, that's
true. It has an opening crawl.
It has an opening crawl. It's like, Anthony Vito Corleone is like born in the town of Corleone and like Sicily, all of that, and this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And he's walking with his mom, like with a group of other people, and someone comes over to them and they're like, "Hey, your brother's dead over there."
Yeah.
And so they go there and like he's dead and stuff.
Yeah. But I one thing I just want to say, I remember because I saw I've seen it before, but it has been a very long time, so I really didn't remember it a lot. But I mean, it's very obvious that big celebrations and just big group, things, of course, all of the weddings, all of the, the funeral, the communion, when whoever gets baptized at the end of the first film.
Connie's son.
Yeah. All of these kind of things. But I find it cool how the first film starts with a wedding and the second film starts with a funeral. I just noticed that. I was like, that's...
Yeah, no, that's all. Yeah, no. I think all, that's what happens. Yeah. But no, anyway, the movie starts with Vito's storyline, and basically, there's some mob boss or someone that Vito's dad pissed off, and as like, revenge, he just killed him, and he also killed his brother, and he's planning on killing Vito because he says to like Vito's mom, and this is like a pivotal, like big line, iconic line in the movie, where he says to Vito's mom like, hey, when he grows up he'll grow strong or something like that. And she's pleading for his life, but ultimately he's like, no, we're gonna kill him. And so his mom gets, shot in front of him, and Vito runs away. He's shipped off to America. And that's where his name comes from. Like, one of like those detention immigration officers. He's like, what's your name? And he says his name. He's like, cool, we're going to call you something else now. We're going to name you after the town. Yeah. Which I think is really interesting. To me, the first, like, the opening, like, 20, 30 minutes really go, like, the highlight of those opening 30 minutes is how, like, identity and culture has been erased over the years. And this is so evident in, like, the communion celebration that's happening. With like Michael and stuff, and like the governor is like on stage, and he's like, oh, we have Michael, and he's like struggling to pronounce their names. He's like Corleone or something, and he's like being super like racist to them. He's like, oh, you fucking Italian fucks are coming here, doing all these things.
Fucking Italians.
Yeah, and even Fredo. Fredo has like an American wife who doesn't really understand like Italian culture or anything. She's completely misbehaving in front of like their mom and stuff. Yeah, like I think the opening like 20 minutes really hone in on how culture and identity has been erased as generations go by, and the rest of the movie really like adds on.
That does come up a lot.
It does. Yeah.
This
is a difficult movie to talk about.
It is.
Let's try and work through the plot.
I want to get back to the Michael stuff.
Sure.
Okay, the Michael stuff early on. Okay, he's taking all these business meetings, and one of the really important moments is with his son, where his son is asking like
twerp,
because he's getting like all these presents from like these different like mob guys that are like trying to suck up to Michael and like get on his good side. And his son asks something like, who are giving me these presents? Like, I don't know these people. And Michael says it doesn't matter, like they're friends or whatever, but he doesn't know them. And I think it's just interesting how like right from early on in the movie, like you're really seeing the difference between how Michael thinks of family and how Vito thinks of family, where it's not like an actual family, it's transactional. And his son even is noticing that.
Michael is like the physical embodiment of the whole like, oh, it's just business, it's not personal. That's saying like Michael is fully just that statement in like the worst way possible. But okay, so the film, like Michael is just trying to like expand and stuff into Vegas, into like Cuba and like Hollywood and all of that, and he's making
Havana.
Yeah, Havana, yeah. And he's making all these like crazy deals. He's working with this guy named Hyman Roth, who was a close associate of his dad's. Now, I don't think there's any point in us talking about what these deals are, who they're with, and what they mean, because I don't think any of us are sure as to like what's really going on. And also, it doesn't matter. Like, it really ultimately doesn't matter, because the movie ends...
And I get the gist of it.
Yeah, like, you get the gist of it. You don't need to know everything that's happening. But just to like comment on how like convoluted this film really is, like there's this whole like side plot happening where Frank Pentangeli something. Pentangeli, right, my bad. Frank Pentangeli.
I love him, he's the best.
He's great, and he's with Michael, and he's telling Michael, hey, we need to like fucking kill Hyman Roth and his boys and stuff, and Michael's like, no, I'm doing business with them. And then later on, that day at night, somebody shoots up Michael's house. This is kind of like the inciting event.
Because the drapes were open, and he was like, look at this picture my boy made.
Yeah. The drapes were open, and he gets shot. And Michael, this is where the movie starts getting confusing, because Michael says to like Tom Hagen, he says, I know who did this. It's Hyman Roth. So I'm gonna go and speak to him and be like, hey, don't do this. So he goes to Hyman Roth, and to Hyman Roth he says, no, I know who really did this. It was Frank. And then he goes to Frank and says, no, it was Hyman Roth who did this. Now, that's fine. I'm not saying that the movie needs to spoon feed us like information, but Michael clearly knows what he's doing. And as the audience, you're kind of left in the dark, and the movie never like clarifies what he really thinks or what he's really trying to do. Maybe that adds on to the whole like alienating effect that he has on everyone around him, but I don't know. It kind of takes you out of the film to some degree, but again, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Frank walks into a bar with like one of these Hyman Roth boys, and over there he gets strangled. And the guy who strangles him says, this is from, Michael Corleone says hello. Mm-hmm. So you would think, okay, it's Michael who ordered, like, his assassination. But then the assassination never happens, because a police officer walks in and it's like a botched attempt. Mm-hmm. Later in the movie, it's implied that it was an intentionally botched attempt, but at the same time, not really. Because if you actually watch the assassination, there's people actually being shot and being killed, and the police officer seems legit. So it's never explained what's really going on. Yeah. But Michael seems to be on top of it, so I guess it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah. Michael knows what's going on. It's fine.
The movie, I do respect both of these, like the part 1 and part 2, for like not spoon-feeding information whatsoever. Like, if you don't follow along, that's your problem. We're just gonna keep telling the story. Right. And there's never a scene in any of these movies where, like, the plot stops for a second and characters like, wait, so let me get this straight. So you're telling me, like, this. That never happens. It just keeps chugging along. And
that's kind of how, like, it's just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna keep going. And, like, I mean, I'm kind of skipping ahead now. I don't know if I should wait, but, like, the one thing that really caught me off guard is just, like, when the court scenes happen, they just come out of nowhere. Right. They're just in court suddenly.
Why
and it's
are
like,
they at court?
Michael, at some point, he's called to Senate, and I believe they think that, so Michael is trying to be like a legitimate business just for his family's sake, but because he is like a mob boss, they're not like, they're kind of suspicious. They're like, no, you killed people, you can't do that. And so he's called to Senate, right? Like, he has to testify and stuff like that. And he's defending himself. That's why.
He's like,
but there's the other guy that lies or something. There's the other guy, sure.
He lies because Michael brings in his brother. And they never explain why he lies, but I think what's happening in that scene is his brother is like an actual mafia guy from Sicily, and in Sicily they have like strong, like, traditions, like if you snitch, we're gonna just kill you. Right. And Frank would never snitch in front of his brother, and so that's kind of like, don't do that.
That whole scene's great. They're asking him about, like, his ties with Michael, and he's like, I don't know nothing about that.
I just made it up.
Yeah, just made it up.
Yeah, and he's living with the guy from Twin Peaks.
He is. The FBI agent.
I have no idea he was in this movie.
Yeah.
He's in this movie for like 2 minutes, and it's great.
There's like a close-up of him, like, giving him a cigarette or something. That's when I clocked
And when he finds Frank dead, like, in the bathtub near the end. Avery, you said you understood, like, Vito's storyline, so why don't we talk about that?
Are we done with the present?
No, we'll get back to it, but let's just talk about Vito's storyline.
Okay, so Vito, he shows up, he's, like, in America, and he's there with his wife, and he's, like, in his apartment, and then some guy, he, like, opens the window, he's like, yo, can you, like, take this bag of guns for me? So then Vito's like, okay, I'll take your guns for you, man. And then he just, like, puts them in the bathroom. And then he's, like, at work. He works at, like, a bakery thing, right? A bakery
Something
type
like that,
thing.
Yeah.
And there's, like, this punk on the block, and he's going up to everyone, like, give me your money.
I forgot his name.
And then Vito's like, why are we giving him money? And then they're like, oh, he's the scary man, we give him money. and then
I'm sorry, one thing that bothers me is, like, how did Vito not know about this guy? Like, he's working at the bakery, I'm sure he's been around many times, it's as if, like, it's his first time seeing him. And he's like, who's that? I don't know, that's a bit strange.
And then he comes in and he's like, my nephew wants a job here. Vito, you're fired! And then his friend's like, hey, does your wife like rugs? And he's like, I guess so. And he's like, let's steal a rug from this
from this plot. Like, really milking.
This is all I got. This is all I can grab onto. So then they steal a rug, and that's it.
Okay, so the climax of the whole plot is that Vito eventually, he has Fredo, he has, all his children and stuff. Sorry, and he doesn't want to, like, give away his money anymore to, like, this guy. I forgot his name. The guy with the white suit.
Yeah.
And he wears that white suit for, like, years, apparently, because Vito has, like, 6 kids, and he's still wearing that white suit, which is fine.
He loves that white suit.
Anyway, Vito's like, no more, and so he just kills him, right? There's a whole, like, assassination sequence where he's, like...
Is this the mob boss?
Yeah, like, the mob
Don
boss.
Finucci?
Don Finucci, that's his name,
And
he's, like, jumping on rooftops, he's doing, like, parkour and stuff.
I do really like the scene, like, after he's killed, when he's, like, walking through, what is it, like a parade
or something,
I guess, And he's just walking through, and there's like fireworks like in the back, or just stuff sparking. I just really like.
Yeah, I mean, the movie, like technically speaking, is amazing.
Absolutely,
this movie has the best
really
like dissolves I've ever seen. They're so good. Every single dissolve in this film is fucking amazing. But Avery, the fact, like, okay, Vito's storyline is so simple and easy to like understand, and then Michael's is like so convoluted. Like, even if you try, you're still missing so much. And I feel like the movie's trying to make like a statement about that, like how the business has changed over the years. Like in Vito's times, it was so simple. You kill the bad guy and you kind of take over and you start your own business. But with Michael, it's like, no, hold on. This guy's trying to kill me. This guy's trying to kill me. I need to go to Cuba now. I need to go to like fucking Vegas now. I need to do this. I need to do that. There's so many different angles now, and I feel like it kind of speaks to how like the times have changed. How Michael has kind of boxed himself in because of all the business over family ideologies he has, and completely opposite to his dad. I feel like the movie is trying to make a statement about that, and that's fine. I love that, but the problem is when the movie's 3.5 hours long, it's really difficult for it to ride on that, like ideology for that long. Because I get it. Like, once I've seen the movie and once it's over, I'm like, okay, that was great. I get the point. But as I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, Michael, I have no idea what's going on.
Michael, what's going on, bud?
Oh, hey, Vito, for like 2 seconds.
He just turns to the camera. All right, let's summarize.
By the way, can I just say, I keep saying I had no idea what's going on. There, you do get like the gist of it, and also it's still insanely entertaining. Like, it's so much fun to watch. It's great.
But also, like, even though it is confusing, it all comes back around to like the family, like Michael and Fredo. So by the end of the movie, the main conflict is very clear. It makes sense.
Avery, you understood that Fredo tried to kill Michael, or like maybe
which one was Fredo?
He's the brother.
The brother.
I understood he stabbed him in the back. I didn't realize he was trying to kill him.
He wasn't really trying to kill him. That's what he says.
Michael was like angry at him, so he was like, "You betrayed the family."
Do you know why he said that?
Not really.
So when he got shot in his apartment that night, like in his house, I mean, it was Fredo who like did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's messed up.
Well, it wasn't his intention. I don't think that's what he says. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know they would do that."
Yeah, like he was
What?
He was on the team of like the people that did it, but he didn't realize that they were trying to kill him.
Right.
How did he not realize?
Because people do this. Like, they say, like, they code things in words, right? So they never explain it fully.
Or maybe it's just how he justifies it to himself.
Maybe
that's
he's
also
his
true,
brother,
That's the thing with the movie. It's also vague and open-ended. You can never know exactly what a character's, like, motivations are. Like, it's never explained. But as to, like, just looking at what's given to us from Fredo's POV, it was unintentional. That's what he says.
Yeah.
And so that's why there's a whole...
I call bullshit. No. Michael is the younger brother, right?
Yeah.
So he would want to kill Michael so he has the power to be the mafia
That's why they have that conversation where Fredo's like, "Oh, you're the younger brother and you provide for me. That's so fucked up. I'm supposed to be taking care of you." So there is like resentment there.
Yeah.
You're piecing together
Oh my god, I understand the movie!
But that scene also of Michael figuring it out is so good.
Oh
and
my
it's
god.
so like subtle. They don't really explain it to you. Did you get that? Like how Michael figured it out?
I just learned now.
They're at like this like a play or something.
They're watching some guy like strip
shit.
or something.
No, it was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve.
Right, but they're watching some guy strip. They're like, "Oh my god, look at his dick."
There's like some play going on.
What?
You don't remember that? There's
No,
a guy
I
who
remember
undresses and they're like, "Yo, dude, look at his dick. That's a monster." That's the whole thing.
I don't remember that either.
Alex, do you know this?
I don't remember that specifically, but
You dreamt it.
What? I'm not making this
he was
up.
just thinking that. That's his monologue.
What?
Yeah. No, but there's this whole thing where they're like introducing like Hyman Roth's guys to him, and he like says something like, "Oh, I love this place. Johnny Ola took me here once."
Right. So Johnny Ola is the guy.
The singer. Right.
No, that's Fontaine.
Johnny Fontaine.
That's Johnny Fontaine.
Johnny Ola's the guy that works with Hyman Roth.
Right. And Hyman Roth. Okay. Hyman Roth, Johnny Ola, they don't like Michael. No,
Okay.
Mikey, no
They're like
like.
the rival. Like,
No, like
Is it the
No
old
likey Mikey.
guy who's like, "I'm never gonna die"?
Yeah, that's Hyman Roth.
That's him?
That's
Okay.
Hyman Roth.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Got
him
it.
and Johnny Ola, they do not like Michael.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Fredo joined alliances with Johnny Ola. And he tells Michael, I have never met the guy. And so when they're at the New Year's party, Johnny Ola comes in and Fredo pretends like he's never seen him. And he's a bit shaken up visibly. He's like, oh yeah, we've never met. Like, I've heard so much about you and stuff. And Michael suspects something, but he isn't sure. Then later on, there's a scene where they're at the... We'll call it a play. They're at the play scene. They're at the play thing. And, you know, some guy tells Fredo, like, oh my god, this is a great place. Where'd you find this? And Fredo just says, oh yeah, Johnny Ola told me about this. So he slips up. And Michael's standing, like, right behind him, and he gives this look.
You just get this close-up on his face, and he's not, like, overreacting. You're just seeing him just, like, watching from a distance.
Al Pacino, he's so
good.
Al Pacino is... What did you think about the performances in this film?
They were fine. I can't, like, say, like, oh, it was really good or really bad, because I didn't get what was happening, so I couldn't, but, like, they were fine.
I think Al Pacino, like...
You know, a lot of people got Oscar nominated for this. So, De Niro won for playing Vito. By the way, it's one of the only 3 times where a character had multiple actors win an Oscar for playing them.
Right.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so Vito with Brando and De Niro, and then, do you know the other 2?
No.
There's 2 more?
There's 2 other instances of this. There's Joker, right? Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And then Anita from West Side Story. Rita Moreno and then Ariana DeBose.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
crazy.
So De Niro won, but then the actors who played Hyman Roth and Pentangeli were also both nominated for supporting actors.
Damn.
That's
and
insane.
then Pacino in lead. Yeah.
Wow.
But who won instead of Pacino? Do you know?
It was some bullshit. It was like not a deserved win. I can't remember who it was.
I think this is Al Pacino's best performance.
It might be.
For me, it's either this or Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah.
I love his performance.
And also John Cazale, who plays Fredo.
John Cazale has only
so
been in a couple movies.
5 movies, I think.
Like, Godfather 1 and 2, Dog Day Afternoon, Deer Hunter, and The Conversation. Yep.
That's it.
I mean, half of them are like Coppola films.
Yeah.
And he's been in all hits. These are all like insanely good movies. Like, it's insane. And then he just disappeared for some reason.
He died of like lung cancer in the 70s.
Right, but he stopped acting like a long time before that, right?
Maybe because he was sick. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
That would do it.
I actually didn't. No, I actually didn't know he had lung cancer. But no, okay.
I don't know. It would make sense to me.
Going back to the movie, so that's what's happening. Fredo betrays him, and that's when you get like the most iconic scene in the film where Michael kisses Fredo, and he's like, "I know it was you, Fredo. You betrayed me."
It's the kiss of death.
Yeah, it's like a Sicilian thing. It's the kiss of death.
Yeah.
You know,
this is what I mean, bro. Like, even if you don't understand all the nuance of like the business shit, like the important stuff, I think is clear by the end. The relationship between Michael and Fredo and the whole family.
Right.
Yeah.
Alex,
I guess not for you, but
no,
that stuff was clear for me.
Okay.
Alex, in the last episode, you said you wanted to talk a lot about oranges.
Yes.
In the second part.
I looked for the oranges. There were lots of Can I? One of my notes.
Yeah, sure.
I actually have a note.
I think I know what this is gonna be.
Okay. So there is a scene towards the end of the movie where Michael is like in a, you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
So Michael's like in this room. I couldn't tell you who's in the fucking room. There's like these business people and he has an orange in his hand and he's eating the way he eats a fucking orange like an actual sociopath.
Right.
He's eating it like an apple.
He's just
like,
right.
what the fuck is wrong with Michael?
Bites into the orange.
Yeah, like Jesus
Yummy.
fucking Christ, Michael.
This is a metaphor for how fucked up Michael is.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
It right.
Michael never learned how to eat an orange correctly.
I guess not.
It's symbolic of how Vito at the end of the first movie put the peel in his mouth when he was playing with his grandson.
Then Michael
just keep up with that now.
So true, Alex.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
But there's lots of oranges.
There's lots of oranges.
There's many oranges.
John Finucci is walking around with an orange.
He is.
There's a few more.
There's like the cart of oranges in a Vito flashback.
Yes. There's a bowl of oranges at the Cuba conference.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll let you finish.
Johnny Ola gives Michael an orange from
That's the first orange in the entire film. And that's so, like, highlighted for some reason. Like, someone's like, oh yeah, this is for Johnny Ola. Like an orange. It's just one singular, it's like, okay.
Just gives him an orange. Yeah.
I was told, you guys told me that when oranges appear that someone would die.
Well, normally
So,
everyone
it's associated
associated with
with
the
death.
orange dies, yeah.
Well-
Apparently, it was not intended with the first movie,
No.
but people said that at the time, and then he made that the case for the
Yep.
second
Yeah.
movie.
And the third one.
I don't know if that's true, but
Did it?
you
But
know.
every time an orange appeared, I'm like, okay, there's gonna
Well,
be
not
some
instantly.
sort of big.
Not instantly.
No, it
but
just
it happens.
symbolizes.
Like Johnny
Oh.
Ola gets the orange, he dies. Hyman Roth is
but
with
also
oranges.
like because they want to kill Michael, they give him an orange.
Right.
Mhm.
Don Fanucci has an
I
orange.
was just
he
waiting for
dies.
like a bomb to explode every time an orange was there.
Well, I
And
think I know.
I mean, we'll talk about that with the next movie.
I think I know why you like part 3 so much then. So
Because it's more obvious.
There's a fucking chopper for some reason. We'll talk about that. Okay.
Oh my god.
Back to Michael's plot. A big part of his whole character arc this movie is the whole quote unquote miscarriage with his
Yeah.
wife.
But it's an abortion.
It's an abortion,
Yeah.
right? So Michael, desperately wants a son. He wants a boy.
Mhm.
And he finds out that, she had a miscarriage. Tom Hagen tells Michael that, your wife miscarried. And Michael's super upset now. His relationship with his wife is so strained. And he goes to his wife. He's like, hey, I know we're going through a tough time right now with a miscarriage and all. And Kay's like, oh, you fucking dumbass. I aborted that kid. I killed him. I didn't want your kid. I don't want another one of your kids in this world. And Michael slaps her, and that's kind of the last straw type of thing. That's when they're fully separated,
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
a lot to say about that.
Michael,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. I was
Well,
like, okay,
we're having the conversation. Do you want me to say something now?
Sure, no, go ahead, yeah.
Whatever you want.
I think it's an interesting contrast to the first movie where when Carlo beats up Kay and you're immediately just like, we gotta fucking kill this guy. This guy's such an asshole.
Yeah.
But now Michael, being the leader, he can kind of get away with it
Mhm.
almost.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting parallel.
is.
No one tries to stop him like Sonny tried to kill Carlo.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the inciting event for the last movie in part 1 was Carlos hitting Connie.
Yeah.
That's what kickstarted the entire
And it was
movie.
a shocking moment, not just for the audience, but for the people in the movie.
It was,
Yeah.
because
And it's so normalized now with Michael as the leader.
Exactly. And it's even worse because the movie opens with their wedding. Connie and Carlos are being
Yeah.
married. It's
Yeah.
the big celebration, right? But yeah, Michael is just so fucking gone by the end of this movie. Did you
Yeah.
notice that, Avery? How fucking just completely
He's
soulless
just
he
a
becomes.
sociopath.
Yeah, I knew he was
And the
not
fact that he
normal.
orders the death of his own brother.
Mhm.
Yeah, can I describe that one? I think
Sure.
it's funny.
I want
not
to say
that
one more
way.
thing about the abortion thing. I think it's interesting because we talk a little bit about how
Girl
Michael.
power. That's all I have to say about that.
Sure. We talked about how Michael wanted another son, and so it wasn't just he's sad because his hypothetical son was aborted. He's mad that it's his property that was
Yeah.
taken from him. That Kay is interfering with his life and his business by robbing him of an
Yeah.
heir.
And
And I
it's
think that's interesting.
the first thing that he says after he finds out the abortion is just, was it a
boy?
son?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't even ask, oh, is my wife okay? Oh, no. And, think about it. He's just was it a son?
Right.
It's
property for
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
It's business. It's not family.
And that's why, he's so... Well, clearly Kay is not very happy with him, but it's also because
Really?
he finds out... Yeah, really? But, it's also because he finds out that Kay, took that away from him.
Yeah.
He's oh, you can't do that, bitch slap.
Right, and especially how much they tried to push her out of the business, the last shot of the last movie. And so he sees it as her interfering with his business. He needed a son to carry
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
and she's interfering with that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Huh. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
also
and that
this
in contrast with Vito's scenes where he's with his wife, he loves his wife,
Yeah.
and, with the sons,
yeah,
he's
exactly.
it's just so bad. And in fact, it's at the end of the movie, before we cut to the close up of Michael just sitting there on the chair and stuff, there's a quick flashback of when Vito's carrying baby Michael on the train.
Mm-hmm.
I feel to
We'll get to the ending.
to show his innocence and how far
Right.
he's dropped off and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Well, the main thing with the movie is Michael. I feel this is more highlighted in the third one, but we can talk about this now. Main thing is also Michael trying to legitimize his business, and he just completely fails.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
There's a
yeah.
lot to say as to how quote unquote ethical capitalism is just impossible in America because of the foundations the country is built on, and everything that like goes on, it's just like impossible to do, right? Like you cannot rise to that level of power or like money without being unethical to some degree.
Yeah.
Like everyone at some point succumbs to like some level of corruption, and like this film highlights that so well, I think.
Yeah, there's so much nuance in those courtroom scenes too. Like I love the one like senator or whoever who's like giving this impassioned speech about like don't let what happens with this case reflect the Italian American community, and then he like leaves and he like poses for like photos from the press, and it's like so just like fucking whatever, you know. It's just like for show.
It's
I think that's really
it's
interesting
all
too.
like performative.
It is.
In fact,
yeah.
the opening like scene of the movie where they're having that conversation, that governor and Michael, the governor's like, you know, you're a fucking hypocrite, you're this, you're that, and Michael says we're both part of the same hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And Michael says, but don't ever think that applies to my family. You know, that's just on me, and that's on you. And that's so true, because that's what it is. Michael, you know, goes to all of these like Catholic events, but he's not really like religious at this point. Like in part 1 or part 2, it's like he's like a performative like Catholic. You know, like he's at the baptism, he's at this, he's the Godfather and stuff, but he doesn't care about that stuff. He cares about the business. The same with the governor. He's like, oh no, I have so many Italian American friends. I can't possibly be racist. You know.
And, you know, we didn't talk about this last week. One of my favorite lines from the first movie is when they're talking, like Michael and Kay are talking about like how Michael was going to be a senator and that he's getting with the family business. And Kay says something like, you know, senators don't kill people, Michael. And he says, now who's naive, Kay?
Right.
Which that is such a good line.
That is
but
right.
you see that explored so much in this movie.
You do. Everything that's, you know, set up in the first movie is explored like much further in this
so
one.
much depth in this one.
In so much depth, and it's so good. It's just it's insanely good. It's just wrapped up in this really like complex, convoluted plot, which can be a bit much for people.
Why'd you look at me?
No, I like.
No,
Avery, what did you like about this movie?
I like the flashbacks of Vito.
Is that all you liked? Because that's, I think, 10 minutes max of the entire movie.
Yeah. I liked when the uncle is like, hey, you know how to catch a big fish? You say Hail Mary.
Oh, right.
And then he's like, let's go fishing, and he dies.
That's not funny, man.
Let's talk about the ending.
Yeah.
Fredo sleeps with the fishes.
He does sleep with the fishes.
Yep.
It's crazy. Also, real quick, before we get into like the ending, there's the whole thing of like, you know, like Michael, because he sold his soul to the business and stuff, he's not accepted by his family anymore. There's this like scene, and it's not really highlighted, but Hyman Roth, after surviving like 1 million heart attacks somehow, he wants to go back to like Israel to like go back to his people, or that's what he says, right. But he isn't allowed back. Like, they just don't accept him, right? And I feel like there's something to be said there about...
Nowadays, they'd let him in.
They would. But I feel like there's something to be said about how, like, going so far of the deep end to the point where, like, your own people sort of don't accept you, right? Like, Hyman Roth, he would be, like, he wants to go to Israel. Those are, like, his people, right? But he's not allowed back in. Michael isn't allowed in the family anymore because of just how corrupt and greedy they've become.
Yeah.
I feel like there is something there.
Yeah, and that all pays off with the ending with Fredo, which is genuinely really sad.
It's
so heartbreaking.
It's so sad.
What do you think, Avery?
Anthony didn't get to go fishing.
No, he didn't get to go fishing.
No.
But it's like Fredo is such a tragic character, I think.
Yeah.
Even in the Vito flashback, he has like pneumonia the second he's born, and he's just completely like outcast from like the rest of the family, and like you feel for him. And let's talk about the flashback at the end of the film, where they're all like at a dinner table. Do you remember that?
And like Sonny shows up again, you know.
Yeah.
The whole family's at the
table. It's Vito's birthday.
Where where they're like older now, and he's like, I'm going to college,
right.
and
I think it's so interesting. That's like almost the last scene of the movie, except for like Michael at the bench.
Yeah.
It's such a good scene. It's like the perfect scene.
When they like slowly start walking out to go sing happy birthday for Vito, and he's just left there, sitting there. And sorry, what?
No, continue.
No, I was gonna what?
No, like I was gonna say, like they walk away and Michael's the only one left on the table.
Exactly.
The common like no, the common like discussion with this film is, oh my god, look at how corrupt Michael's become. Like he's like so alone now and stuff like that because of the business. But I feel like Michael's just always been that way. He's always been kind of like a loner in the family.
Yeah.
He was, going to college while the other guys were like in the mafia and like I don't know. He's always been kind of like an outcast in the film.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like in the flashback, Fredo is like the only one who's like supportive of Michael. He's like, "Oh, hey,
That's
congratulations!"
true,
yeah, it's so fucked up. Like Fredo always meant well. I think he just felt held down, and he felt resentful over the fact that Michael's like the favorite child, even though he's like the younger brother. I feel like if you are like an older sibling, you relate to this on some level where you kind of want to be caring of like your younger siblings. You want to like take care of them, right? And it'd be a really strange dynamic if your younger sibling is taking care of you. Like you would feel some way about that. I'm an older sibling and I get that. Like I completely get that. So I get where like Fredo's resentment comes from. And it's sad. It's really fucked up.
It is really sad.
Yeah. But you found it funny.
Listen, guys, let me live.
Okay.
Well, Avery, like, what are your like final
My
thoughts?
final
like,
ratings. This is where you all hate me.
Just like,
all right, people. So do you want what I gave it or my brief little?
maybe
please
give your
justify.
little.
No, you justify it
Alright.
first and then say the rating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay. I didn't understand most of the movie, and that makes me not necessarily like it. I like walking out of a movie going, this is the story. This is what happens. Wow.
I guess you didn't get the gist
I
of it.
didn't get the gist of it, and honestly, I hope this isn't, because I know you guys like these movies, but how I felt coming out of this movie is how I felt coming out of, like, 2001 Space Odyssey, or Mulholland Drive, where I was just like, that was a bunch of nothing.
The thing with those movies is they kind of like the point is like, oh, you're not supposed to understand like everything on first watch.
Sure.
But with a movie like The Godfather, I feel like you're supposed to walk out knowing what happened.
And
like,
I didn't.
Sure.
And I didn't like that. I liked if it was like the bit of the like backflash veto
those
stuff,
10 minutes.
I would give this a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed those 10
like
minutes.
Our ceiling is a 7 out of 10. It's like even if you keep all the good parts of the movie, and it's still only a 7.
It's still like overall, I'm not gonna repeat what I said last episode where I'm like, it's not my. Anyways, I give this movie a 2 out of 10. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. I didn't understand it. I couldn't I can't even like speak about anything about this movie because I didn't understand what's happening.
Okay, we just talked about this movie for like 40 minutes.
Yes.
What did you get anything out of that?
I like the first one a lot better.
Okay, but like, did you get anything like...
Sure, I can appreciate the things of it, but I feel like if I watch a movie, I should be able to appreciate those things myself. Like, having watched it, not having someone to like...
But the liking aspect of it aside, like, plot-wise, do you get like what...
I understand it now that you've literally broke it down and explained it to me.
if you watch the movie again...
I'm not gonna do that! It's 3.5 hours long!
But you'll understand
it!
You understand the movie now. So if you watch it again, you'll love it.
Can I just say, despite the runtime, I would watch this movie again.
I don't think it should take multiple watches for someone to like a movie.
Why not?
But that does happen.
That happens to me all the time.
Especially if you're a reason...
You guys are film bros.
No,
I'm a normal
if your
average.
reason for not liking the movie is that you
girl.
don't understand it, now that you do understand it, you would like it.
Exactly.
If you watched it again.
Yeah. If you don't like a movie, you just don't like a movie. That's fine. But if you don't like it because you don't get it,
maybe I won't like the movie even after getting it.
Well, you won't know till you watch it.
I won't know till I watch it. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Sorry, guys.
Fine.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
Alex, what did you
I
think?
tried. I really tried.
We appreciate the effort.
I'm just being honest.
Okay, Alex, what did you think?
I love this movie. It's so fucking good. Okay, I gave it a 9 out of 10. I feel like I could go up to a 10 if I watch it again.
Third time's the charm.
The third time's the charm. I gave it an 8 when I saw it the first time.
No, can we just...
So it's just going up.
Okay, it's 3.5, so that would be 10.5 hours of watching this movie. No. Alex.
Okay, here's the thing.
I don't understand.
I don't care that I don't understand half of what's going on because by the second half of the movie, I get it. Like it clicks into place. A lot of it makes no fucking sense. but a lot of it does, and the stuff that does make sense, I love, and I think it's great. It's not as good as the first movie. The first movie is a perfect movie.
It's hard to live up to that. You can't.
It really is.
Yeah.
I like this one better.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm so happy this movie exists because it adds so much to the first movie, to the point where, like, you have to experience it as one movie. Like, not necessarily in one sitting. No.
Oh, God, no.
But it's one experience.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
You don't watch it all in one sitting, but it's one movie, basically, you know? And that's how I feel about this.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Sam?
I give it the same rating. I give it a 9 out of 10. I completely get you, Avery, though, with like the confusion, because I was definitely feeling that when I was watching. And like, yeah, I think the only things that really keep it from being a 10 out of 10 is like those kind of confusing parts. Because like, yeah, I got the gist of it, but there were some points where I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And I feel like, especially for like a movie that's like 3 hours and like
3.5.
40, yeah,
3 hours and 37 minutes.
She can just okay. She knows the runtime by heart.
I texted Sam and I was like, you know, I'm 2 hours in. I just realized I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, like a movie like that. I don't understand.
Well, I can appreciate it for basically literally everything else. Okay. And like I still find that like even though I was confused, like yeah, like Alex, by a certain point I'm like, okay, I get what's going on here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean I don't plan on rewatching it anytime like in the near future, mostly because it is 3 hours and 37 minutes long. Which yeah. And like also like Vito had like what 20 minutes and like that's it.
It's really good.
Apparently,
it was really good.
Those were some good 20 minutes.
There's like 90 minutes of deleted scenes of like just Vito.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
We should kept them in.
Avery should just go watch them.
It's a longer movie.
But yeah, like I loved it. It was great.
So you give it a 9?
Yeah, I give it a 9.
Yeah. I want to give this a 10 so bad. I really do. And yes, I did think this was better than the first one for like a long time. But I feel like this movie has a case of like when you're done watching it and you think back on it and you look back, you're like, huh, that was like a perfect movie. That was so good. But like as you're watching it, you're like, huh, there's a few things that don't work here. And like Alex said, it's really difficult to live up to the first movie because that's a perfect movie from first frame to last. And this one isn't, but that's not a bad thing. Like this is still an amazing movie. I wish like there was someone who thinks that this is their favorite movie of all time and they could like sit here and justify why, because then I'd be able to give it a 10.
A lot of people think that. It's a very popular opinion.
Yeah. But for now, I'm gonna keep it on a 9. I want to say maybe even like 9.5 or something.
A high 9.
A really high 9.
Yeah.
Like I really want to give it a 10, but it's just the length doesn't bother me. Like I don't care if it's like 3.5 hours long because it's really entertaining to watch. I would watch this again. Like I really like the movie.
I will watch it again at some point.
Yeah, but it's just
I won't. Yeah, you will at some point. Like 30 years from now, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think of like a good flaw that I can like really hone in on and explain like why I don't like this as much as the first one.
There's no horse murder.
Isn't. That's the thing.
Yeah. The first one is self-contained. It's a very self-contained movie. This one is as well, but it's I don't know. I really can't justify it.
I think it just doesn't like half the movie. Like really, I don't connect with very much. I think that's the issue.
I don't think it's fair to say like, oh, it wasn't as good as the first one because the first one's a perfect movie. So I don't think it's fair to say that. I don't know.
I can't really pinpoint what it is. Just the experience watching it isn't the same as the first movie. Like just the pure like joy you get out of watching it isn't there because it is kind of boring for some of it.
Or part 2?
Part 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think Avery, you're getting a little hung up on like the details.
Yeah.
Because the important stuff. When I think about this movie, I think of like his relationship with Fredo and like the stuff with him and Kay and him and his son and the Vito stuff. That's the stuff that the movie's actually about, and that's the stuff that makes sense and is good.
It doesn't matter who Hyman Roth is or like who kills Frank and what's going on. It's just like it's about Michael. It's the story's about Michael.
And he's doing like business shit. Right? Yeah. That's all you have to understand. He's doing weird business shit and alienating people. Exactly. That's the important thing.
No, sorry, it's not about Michael. It's about the family and how the family has changed over the years. Both of these movies are about family. you know? So I feel like it's a little bit unfair to say, like, oh, I don't get why he did this specific thing, because no one does.
I did.
And it is deliberately unclear at times.
Yep.
I mean, even the big things, though, I didn't really get.
Like what?
Well,
I mean, she didn't understand the Fredo shit,
Yeah.
so...
I'm surprised he didn't get that. Like,
She was
I'm just
sleeping on her phone.
No, but like-
I didn't go on my phone while watching
Like,
this.
Michael, like,
I
says,
promise.
like, you betrayed, like, you broke my heart, Fredo. Like, that's, like, the
He
big
kissed him
one.
on the mouth.
Yeah, he
Well,
kissed him
I
on the...
don't know.
And she thought, like, they're just fucking in love or something? Why'd he do
Like,
that?
when he said, like, you broke my heart and, like, you betrayed me, did you not think anything of that?
I did. No.
You think he just said that,
like?
like, for, like, no reason?
I thought, like, oh, he did something, but I don't know what he did.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm
It's-
sorry, guys.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay. It's not. but
Now
it's okay.
Toy Story 2. It's been 50 minutes, guys.
Alright.
Toy Story 2 was so long and confusing. I didn't understand a
I
single
had
thing that
no
happened.
idea what was going on. Like, why does Woody do that? I don't get
Weird,
it.
like, shit going on with Woody or something. I don't know. That whole plot makes no sense.
Yeah. And then there's like the flashback scenes with Buzz, and it's like, oh.
There's like another, but there's like two of them. They don't explain. them
There's
at
no,
all.
there's actually like a million of them, and like they never explained that. Like,
I know.
why are there?
Yeah, why are there
like,
so many
What the
buzzes?
fuck?
Like, there's too many to keep track of.
Exactly. Yeah.
They don't explain every second of the movie which buzz is which. So you're like, how can I keep up? It makes no sense.
Exactly.
This movie is 1 hour and 30 minutes.
It's crazy.
The hell?
Insane.
It's so
So
fucking long.
long.
You know how many TikToks I can watch in that time? Like, God, an hour and a half is insane,
God.
man. I don't have the attention span for that.
God.
Oh, yeah.
The saddest thing is that we're describing an actual human. Like, there is somebody out there who thinks that, and it's really sad.
Probably. Yeah.
It's really devastating.
No, that's really
This
fucked
world
up.
Yeah.
fucking sucks. Anyways, Toy Story.
Toy Story 2.
3 or 2.
2.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
We haven't watched that one yet. What are you talking
My
about?
bad. My bad, guys. No, yeah. I mean, we've all seen
We've
it
all seen it.
before.
Weirdly
Right.
enough, this is the one that I remembered the least.
I
Yeah.
also thought that until I started watching, and I'm like,
And then
oh
you
my
got
god, wait, no.
flashbacks.
I remember, like, so much of this movie.
It just comes
Dude.
back to
Did
you.
you?
It does.
Exactly.
I love that opening so much.
Yeah.
The game. Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
so
Like,
good.
I don't know why, but, like, it really clicked for some reason when Buzz was, like, stepping on those little, like...
The floaty thingies.
Yeah, and for some reason I was like, whoa, hold on, I remember this movie. I don't know why I
For
remember
some
that,
reason,
but...
this movie has always been like a blind spot for me. Like in the series, I've always been like, okay, I know the first one is about Sid. I know the third one, like, oh my god, I'm crying. For some reason, I never think of the second one, and for years I was like, oh, this is my least favorite one. But I love this movie. It was so
it was a
good.
good
It's
movie.
so good.
This was my childhood Toy Story movie.
Yeah.
I saw the first two a bunch as a kid. There was like, I had like a childhood friend, and I go over to her house sometimes because like our moms were friends. And then like our moms had a falling out, and so we like stopped talking to each other. We went to like different schools, so we just like never saw each other again. But I remember like she had the Toy Story movies on DVD, and so we'd watch them sometimes. And I saw the first one like once or twice maybe, but the second one we watched a lot. So that's the one I have like the most memories of. And then the third one I watched later, and I saw it like once, and I didn't really like it as a kid. But Avery has her mouth agape. We'll get to that.
We'll
next
talk
week.
about. We haven't
next
seen that. We haven't
episode.
rewatched
Yeah,
that one
true.
yet. so.
Right. But the second one I remember. I have a lot of nostalgia for Toy Story.
Shout
too.
out to that friend. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. They used the TIE fighter noises in this one.
They used
There's
a lot
there's
of
a
Star
lot
Wars.
of
There's a lot of
Star
Star
Wars
Wars, yeah.
references that I don't think I got as a kid watching because I didn't watch Star Wars till later. But I was like, whoa.
Right. He says, I am your
He
father.
says, I am your father.
Oh, no
And he
spoilers.
used, like,
Wait, let's break the movie down.
Okay.
So, this movie is about. How can we like sum it up?
We'll just start at the beginning.
Sure.
Like the opening scene is really fun.
Mhm.
It's Buzz, like it's the Buzz video game,
Mhm.
right? And Rex is playing it, and he's trying to defeat Zurg, but he just can't crack it. And
So relatable.
It's very relatable.
Being stuck on a fucking level. Oh. Anyways, continue.
and then there's like a yard sale, I believe,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Andy,
yeah.
His arm.
Yeah, Andy plays with Woody a bit too hard and rips his arm.
And he's he's off to cowboy camp.
Yeah,
right.
And so he can't bring Woody because his arm is.
And then
ripped.
there's that scene. He's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And he drops Woody and he fucking falls.
Yeah.
And then there's Weasley.
Oh, Weezy.
Weezy.
We're all pouting right now.
Weasley's on the shelf with Woody. They get shelved.
So messed
and
up.
they're in the dust, and he's coughing because there's dust.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then Woody ends up in a yard sale, and this fucking loser.
Woody ends up at the yard sale because he wants to save Weezy.
That's true. Sorry,
Woody's a great guy.
But he's not being sold at the yard sale.
No.
Right.
But then this
when the mom sees him, she's like, "Oh, that wasn't supposed to be there."
Yeah.
But then the guy steals him.
Yeah. Then there's this
chicken man,
40-year-old loser who cares about Woody.
Yeah.
Because
we're not explaining this. I guess everyone's seen this movie, but we're not explaining it well.
Woody's such a nice guy. Fun fact, the first movie, when they, first made the original Toy Story, the studio was like, why is Woody such a dick in this movie? And so they kind of rewrote his character to be a little nicer.
That's nice.
Which is good, I
don't think Woody's a dick in the first movie. He's just a little jelly.
He is.
No, because they changed it, but he was much worse in the original script.
Damn,
that's why.
Was he?
Yeah, the second Buzz was like, fuck you, kid! Get out of my way! Get out of my house!
Before we talk about the movie, I think we'll talk a little bit about the making of Toy Story 2.
There's an interesting story behind this.
Right. So Avery, do you know the making of this movie? Sam. Well, I told Sam a little bit of it.
Oh.
This movie was accidentally the first version of this movie was accidentally erased from all the Pixar.
Okay, even before then, there's a little backstory before then.
Okay.
Which is that basically Disney wanted this to be just a straight to VHS movie because that was the big thing in the 90s. There was Aladdin, Return of Jafar, and there was Lion King 2 and all that shit. And they wanted this to just be some cheap direct to video movie. And so it was being made by not Pixar, but some other kind of affiliate company that Disney owned. Okay. And then eventually it started to come together and they were like, fuck it, let's just make it a theatrical movie. Mm-hmm. But the guys that made the first movie, they went on to A Bug's Life. So it was being made by Pixar, but a smaller group within Pixar that made the Toy Story CD-ROM game or something. So they were making this movie. Okay. And it was bad. It was a shit movie. And so they went to John Lasseter and the original Toy Story 1 guys, and they were like, please come back and fix this movie. So by the time A Bug's Life came out, Toy Story 2 was supposed to come out the next year. So they had less than a year to come in and rewrite the entire movie, basically. And Disney was like, you can't do this. It's coming out in 9 months. So they basically made the movie from scratch, started over, and finished in 9 months.
Right, wow. But that happened after the erasure of the movie.
Right, yeah, I was just doing the whole story.
Right, yeah. So the first version of the movie, some employee at Pixar went on one of the computers and he entered some command RM, I don't know.
It was just a basic delete command to delete some file, but he did it in the wrong directory. So it was the main root folder that deleted the entire movie.
It deleted the entire movie from every single computer at Pixar.
There wasn't an undo button?
No, because once the process starts, it just goes until it deletes everything.
Toy Story 2.
File by file, it started getting deleted, and they would notice why is Woody's hat missing, and things would just be deleted from the scene.
That's kind of funny.
So Toy Story 2 is just gone completely, and the only reason it survived is because one of the animators, I forget her name, but one of the animators, she was working on it from home. And she had the file at home, and so they had to really carefully transport her computer to the Pixar offices and restore the movie that way. But it didn't matter because they ended up remaking.
They deleted the entire movie themselves, anyways.
They made this movie from scratch, rewrote it and everything, reanimated it in 9 months.
That's crazy.
And it turned out so well.
And all the animators got carpal tunnel. And
they were it was so fucked up.
And then that woman that saved the original version of Toy Story, she got laid off recently. From Pixar.
She produced Lightyear.
Yeah.
She produced Lightyear and she got laid off.
Oh, well, that's fucked up.
Everyone involved in Lightyear should get
no. Have you seen them?
I haven't.
Oh, neither have I.
Chris Evans.
Cool. Have you?
No.
Oh, have you?
No.
No one's seen that
What the
movie.
fuck would I watch Lightyear? Look
Not
at
a
his face.
single human being has seen
Look at
that
his
movie.
face. Look at this. Look at Buzz. Look at Buzz. It's
So
crazy.
fucked up.
I like how when they announced the movie, Chris Evans was like, it's about the real man that Buzz Lightyear was based on.
What does that
And-
mean?
And then the first teaser was like him just like blasting off into space. So everyone was like, okay, he's an astronaut. And they based the toy, like he's Neil Armstrong that the toy's based on. But then in the movie itself, it opens with the title card being like, this was Andy's favorite movie as a kid. So it's the movie that the Buzz Lightyear toy was based on. So it's a canonical movie that
Oh.
exists in the Toy Story universe.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
It's so weird. I don't know
Okay.
why they
that's
made this
strange.
movie.
Huh.
They're milking the Toy Story. At the time of recording this, Toy Story 5 got announced. I mean,
They showed the teaser.
The
teaser's
Teaser came
out. Avery, what do you think about that?
I wasn't aware there was a fourth or a fifth. It ends with the third.
Where have you been?
Ends with
They
the third
went from
movie.
3 to 5? Like,
It's so weird.
4? I feel like I'm gonna rewatch 4.
Have you seen 4?
Oh yeah.
I've seen 4. We'll talk about that a bit at the
Have you
end
not?
of like
No.
next week.
I haven't
I-
seen for
next-
it.
You don't have to
You know.
like boycott it that way. That's like a Tarantino.
I
No,
did
no,
just rewatch
We will
it.
talk
I have
about
thoughts
this
on it.
next episode.
We'll talk about it next episode.
Okay, back to the
There's
movie.
only
Back
3
to
in
the
my
movie.
head.
Back to the movie. So
I thought you were the same way, where you hadn't seen because for the same reason.
no, I've
I
seen it, but I consider 3 the end.
Okay,
It's like
we'll talk about that next week.
Stab in the back.
I have opinions on this
We'll
Okay.
talk about this.
that you won't like.
Back to Toy Story 2.
It's fine. You probably hate me after The Godfather, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Woody,
You've had worse opinions.
Woody, yard
Okay.
sale,
Thanks.
Wheezy, and then Woody gets kidnapped. Buzz is like, no, let's fix this. They have the whole like detective scene. It's great. It's really good. Watch the movie. They figure out he's at Al's toy barn. I'm sorry, every single scene in this movie is so like etched in my memory now and so like
Yeah.
iconic. Like I love it. So I can picture it all like right now.
I love Al.
No, I don't. I don't
He's
like
a fun
him.
character. You know what I will say is that his animation doesn't annoy me as much as Sid.
That's
Like
good.
they really
That's fair.
improved the
They-
human characters.
Well, they improved like the animation just in general, honestly. Like, I mean, this is something that I feel for like even 3 too, though I know Alex you disagree with that a little bit, but
Yeah, a little.
like I feel like one thing about this like well these 3, I haven't seen 4, but these 3 is that you can watch as like the animation gets better, but the characters still have that same feel. And like I mean, maybe it's just cuz you know, rewatching like the first Toy Story, I'm like, whoa, like I didn't remember the animation being this bad for a lot of the things. But like I feel like in 2, like you really feel the characters. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. They just have that like style and like
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
not overly realistic like 3 and 4,
Yeah.
but it's just a lot smoother.
I wouldn't call
you know?
3 overly realistic. I think 4 is like overly
4 is
realistic.
like realistic to the point that it circles back around to looking bad. Like everything has like a shine and a gloss to it that
Right.
is like almost distracting. Like
like-
you can't see what's happening sometimes.
Hmm.
It's really odd.
yeah.
3's not that bad.
I think
but
3 is
2
the
is, like,
perfect
the-
balance, but
I think 2's the perfect balance.
I
Yes.
think 2 is the perfect balance,
Sure,
but
that's
because
fair.
I like that they look a little unnatural because they're toys.
Mhm.
Like I don't
That's
like that you
fair.
can see like all these details in their
Like the
face.
smudges and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not even that, but like there's a smoothness to it in 3 that doesn't work for me.
Okay.
I like that it's a bit more stiff in this
Yeah.
one.
Sure.
But not like as it was in 1. I think 2 is the perfect balance. 2 is the best looking one in my
Sure,
opinion.
that's fair. Like I'm biased towards the third one, but I think if anyone told me like this is my favorite one, I completely get that. Like this is
Yeah.
a really good film. Anyway, Jesse, Bullseye,
Bullseye
and the Prospector,
I
Stinky
love
Pete.
Bullseye.
They're all new characters introduced, and I love them so much. Well, not the old guy, but Jesse and Bullseye are great. Jesse's song is really sad.
It is that whole
Mhm.
backstory scene is so sad.
It's so fucking
love
sad.
Jesse's
Like
story.
I could cry to that. It's great. And then there's Bullseye. We love Bullseye so
I do
much.
love Bullseye.
But yeah, Woody finds out that he's actually like a star, and you know he was a star of like this cowboy show, and he like,
Woody's Roundup.
Woody's
right?
Roundup,
Yeah.
yeah, and like Jesse and Bullseye are like part like his gang and stuff,
They're
and
sad.
they're like being shipped to like some museum in Japan or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they're all like really excited about it, and Woody like joins them. He's like, yeah, you know what, sure, I'm into this. But then Buzz and the gang show up, and they're like, hey Woody, this is kind of messed up,
Well,
don't you
at
think?
first he wanted to go back to Andy, but then after like being
he saw the show.
Yeah, then he saw the show, and then he got a makeover,
and he heard it was mostly after he heard like Jesse's backstory.
Right.
That he's like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna leave.
Because Andy's growing up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, the makeover. Let's talk about. I love that scene.
Oh,
That's my favorite scene in the entire movie. I love the makeover scene so
Mm-hmm.
much. It's like that scene invented like ASMR. It's so good.
It's very
like
good.
it's great. But no, yeah. So Woody like realizes through Jesse's story that Andy's gonna grow old someday, and he's gonna stop playing with him. And Woody's like, you know what? I don't want that to happen, so we're just gonna go to this museum. But then Buzz shows up, and he's like, hey man, you're like Andy's toy. You're supposed to be there for him. That's the whole deal, right? And Woody's like, you know what, Buzz? You're right. Let's go back. But Stinky Pete's like,
no, not right away. Like he does resist. But I think. Yeah. I mean, there's so much to say about that. I think that tension is like really what makes the movie interesting. Is that whole dynamic of like, Jesse's whole story is that she felt abandoned and she felt like there's no point. They're just gonna grow up. It's very like it's a nihilistic outlook.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Woody starts to adopt. He's like, maybe she has a point. Because especially because. There's the whole thing in the first movie where Woody keeps telling Buzz, like, you're a toy, right? And it's so literal, like, that Buzz doesn't think he's a toy. And in this movie, Buzz is the one that says that to Woody. He says, you're a toy.
Right.
And it's not just that it's like a subversion, but it's a more interesting, nuanced kind of way of thinking about what a toy means. It's not just a thing that a kid plays with. It's a bit more complicated than that. And I really think like this is the birth of modern Pixar. This is where like they really start to like make it a bit more emotional, and it means something a little bit more. The first movie is fun. It's like a good kids movie. It's very surface level. But this movie is like, it's deep, man. Like, it's just
so
great.
Deep,
it's so
man.
fun. It's but it's so, like, yeah.
No, I
so
get
sad.
you.
It's so
completely
emotional.
get you. Yeah. It's so interesting because, like, Buzz's, like, character is so, like, on the side of, like, no, you should be with Andy. And, like, you've seen the first film, and you know what Buzz has been through. And so I feel like I should have saved this point for like the third movie, but it's just so interesting seeing like the journey these characters go on and how they change and how the movies stay consistent. Like they respect that, and it's never like it's not like a Family Guy episode where they kind of forget what happened last episode. Like it's a continuous thing. Like you hold on to those like lessons and feelings, and they evolve over time.
I really respect that they didn't just like, because it would have been so easy to say what worked about the first movie. It's that Woody and Buzz kind of tension and the dynamic they have, to just go back to that again, to have them at odds with each other. And they didn't do that. It's just like, they're friends and they support each other. And the story evolves to like a different kind of conflict, which I really respect, because a lot of sequels don't do that. They just go to what the first movie did.
Exactly.
I like that this just evolves past that.
Yeah.
Like Woody and Buzz are like inseparable now.
Yeah.
Like, emotionally. And
it works. It's so nice to see in this movie. Like it's just like it's like it's a really I really enjoyed it.
But yeah, so Stinky Pete stops them and stops Woody. I mean,
Sideshow Bob.
And then they end up at the airport.
And the end.
They
end up at the airport, and there's like the amazing, whole like, what do you call it? Like the conveyor belt sequence.
That scene is so fun. That's a good climax to the movie.
It's a great climax. Then Jesse and Woody end up on a plane, and
the one thing I remembered of this movie is Woody or Jesse or whoever riding on Bullseye to catch up to to the plane. That
Buzz.
was the one,
Buzz,
or Buzz. Yeah, that was the one thing. I'm like, they end up in a plane. Yes. But I was like, that's the one thing I remember.
I just realized the whole conveyor belt sequence is so reminiscent, Monsters Inc., the whole door sequence they have is so reminiscent of the conveyor belts in this.
The doors?
There's a scene in Monsters Inc. where they go through like What?
Sorry, go ahead.
There's a scene in Monsters Inc. where they go through like this like door factory thing, and there's like a million doors.
But what were you relating that to?
It's shot the same way the conveyor belts are in this.
Sorry. No, I was confused. I was like, I thought you meant a scene about doors in Toy Story. And I was like,
I just
what?
mean like it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
Like, there's like
yeah.
suitcases in this, and there's doors in that one. It's kind of the same.
I
thing.
don't remember that movie well enough.
It's so good.
I'll rewatch it someday.
But yeah, no. And then that's pretty much it.
And then they rescue Jesse.
And then they go home, and there's a bloopers in the credits, and it's great.
So
the blooper scenes are
It's
so good. I can't believe
so
they did that.
funny.
Yeah.
A Bug's Life is in.
Yeah.
the
Actually, did you see this movie on like Disney Plus or something, or did you watch it?
I used the website you gave me.
Okay, so you watch it illegally. I'm curious because I don't know if you know about this, but one of the bloopers was deleted for the Disney Plus version.
Which one?
Which one?
There's one of the like original bloopers was with the prospector and like there were two Barbies like in
Right.
this little thing.
Yeah.
And it was like a
in the
Weinstein like
house?
casting
It was a
couch
Weinstein
thing.
thing, yeah.
And then when John Lasseter, like when it, like Me Too stuff happened with him, Disney cut it out of the movie because they were like, this hits a little too close to home.
Oh.
Did you see that?
I saw
scene?
that, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, John Lasseter is like not
Yeah,
a good guy?
he's a bit of a bit of a pest.
Oh.
But
Oh, man.
Oh,
He made good
man.
movies. No! He did Cars 1!
so that scene was not in the version I watched.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, cool. But no, the bloopers were fun.
I like the
bloopers were
bloopers.
fun.
They're fun. I love the Mr. Potato Head one.
Yes.
I love how just fed up he looks in this movie. Like he's just sick of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I love the...
I love
He
where
keeps
Woody-
shoving shit in his back. He's not even reacting. He's just like, okay, another
it's
one.
so good. But then when she pulls the monkeys out, he's like, no, we draw the line there. That's a bit much.
What else do you want to talk about with this movie?
What do I want to talk
Yeah.
about?
I mean, beyond like we talked about like the plot, but like
Mhm.
there's so much more to say.
Avery, did you like this movie? On
I did
rewatch?
like this movie.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, I really liked it.
Did it make
I
you
liked
cry?
it. No, that will be number 3.
I got a little close.
Really?
I got a little emotional.
Really?
It's when they play like you got a friend in me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's what made you cry?
It didn't make me cry, but it made me emotional.
Okay,
That's-
we'll talk about where
I love
everyone.
that.
We'll
So it's
talk
such a
about
good
where
moment.
everyone
It's like
cried.
a full circle moment because that's like the first scene of the first movie, and now it's
Yeah.
like canonized like in universe. It's the
Yeah.
song that like Woody's in. It's like in the show. It's in Woody's
Yeah.
show,
Hmm.
And
We'll
Buzz
talk
hears
about
that,
where
like, you know, when he's in
everyone
the
cries
wind. It's
next
so
episode.
good.
and it's like that's the moment that it's like a turning point for Woody when he's like, you know what, I you know, this is my job. I'm a friend for Andy. I have to be there for him.
Yeah.
You know,
Did
I'm
you
not just
cry?
a thing to be thrown away.
Did you cry during The Godfather?
I cried because I was like, this is too long. I've wasted 3 hours of my life that I'll never get back. No. Now, what would you like to talk about? I can talk about anything. There's nothing. I didn't take notes for this. Like, the notes I wrote were very brief.
I mean, I have a few small
Um,
notes, but
My one note, I will say, I don't know why. This part in the movie where they use like Rex to break the vent or
Right.
whatnot,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
yeah.
that was like a core memory unlocked for me. That
Really?
specific scene, I don't know why, and I
Yeah.
don't know like if it was like a commercial that played over a lot in like Disney Channel or something.
maybe.
But that shot of him being like, I don't want to use my head, I was like, oh my god, so many like
For
unlocked.
me, it was the elevator scene with Zurg, where he's like shooting at them, and he's like, I am
Really?
your father, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. We all have our own like
You know what's so
moments.
strange? I feel like this is in a weird way the most memorable Toy Story movie because I
Yeah.
love the third one, like that's my favorite one. But I feel like when I rewatched this, I was like, wow, I know all of these scenes.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
remember these. I could tell you scenes from the first and third movie too, but there's something special about this one.
Yeah.
It's I don't
Yeah.
know.
And like I didn't even think that I remembered
Exactly.
any of this movie, but then I was like, oh yeah, I remember this, and I
Yeah.
remember this, and I remember the conveyor
Like, it
belt.
just hit
And
him
I
deep.
remembered something about a guy with Cheeto dust on his hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and I remembered them like walking by, like getting
The cleaning
going
scene.
around what?
The cleaning
The
scene.
cleaning scene, yeah. Or like when he was like Woody was like walking around all the Cheetos on the ground to
Mhm.
get to
Mhm.
him.
The
Yeah.
core memory for me is the two buzzes, right?
Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
that
love
too,
that.
yeah.
That stuff I really
That
remember.
entire sequence
Yeah.
when they're at the store and Rex
Mhm.
has like the book, he's like, "Oh, I know how to defeat Zurg now,"
Yeah.
and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
I love the bit like where the rest of the gang sees both Buzzes and they're like, "Oh, I'm the real Buzz, I'm the real Buzz," and then it's just immediately subverted. Like he just presses the button and like the helmet comes off. He's like struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love how
that's just a fun subversion of like that trope of like, "Oh, I'm the real one, I'm the real one."
And he shows his foot.
Yeah, and he shows his
I
foot.
love the like how.
Oh my god, the foot. Okay, sorry. Okay, part of what made me so emotional about the "You Got a Friend in Me" bit is then when he rubs off the fresh coat of paint and it reveals Andy underneath his foot. It's so emotional. It's crazy. Okay, anyways.
No, that's real. That's real.
That's so real. No, that's so emotional. I forgot what I was gonna say.
He's gonna cry right now on the spot. He's tearing up, but he doesn't
I just love like that subversion, like you said, because like the entire first movie is like, oh no, like you're a toy, like you're not a fucking space ranger, and now it's like, oh, just fucking click that button. He's in Buzz mode right now, and that just becomes a constant bit throughout all of these movies, and it's great.
Yeah,
I love Buzz in this movie.
We love Buzz.
So true.
One of my other notes about this movie is I find it interesting that a pitfall for a lot of sequels is when they give the main character like a sense of overblown importance, when they're like, suddenly this is like the most important like character in this universe. I can't really think of many examples, but I feel like that's a trope. And
Cars 2, maybe like, something, or maybe not even a character, but something innocuous about the first movie is suddenly like so important in the next one that I feel like that annoys me a bit. And I think it's interesting how like it's almost an issue for me in this movie how like Woody has that sense of importance where he's not just like some cowboy toy, he's like the star of the show, right? But I think the reason it works in this is that every toy is kind of the star of their own like IP. And Woody's show is not like a massive hit. Like it got canceled. It did.
So obviously it's not like super popular. It has like a niche like cult fan base that collects these toys. But it's not like the biggest cultural phenomenon. And Andy himself doesn't even really know the show because when he gets Jessie, he doesn't call her Jessie. He calls her like some other name. So it's not like he's like, oh, it's that character from the show I love.
Also, the show
he doesn't know what the show is.
Yeah,
exactly.
Black and white.
Yeah,
right?
so for him, like Woody isn't like the star of this like huge cultural phenomenon. It's just his cowboy toy.
Yeah.
And so I like that it's kind of a subversion of that trope where like from Woody's point of view he's a big star, but in real life it's just some cowboy toy to Andy.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
How do you think Andy got Woody? Because if that show was on a long time, because it's in black and white, what if Woody was the parents' toy that they gave to Andy?
Could be.
That's true.
That's a good point.
That is a good theory.
I have no
Yeah.
idea,
Or he could have got it at like a yard sale himself.
No, because
or
clearly
something.
Woody's like a rare toy, right? Like he's
Yeah.
like a collectible. So
Yeah.
interesting.
It is interesting.
That's
I like
true.
that they don't just give you that information because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's just Andy's toy. It's his toy
Andy's
that he
toy.
likes.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
So true.
So true.
What else do you want to talk about? That's basically all my notes.
Those are all your notes?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I love Bullseye.
Is Bullseye your favorite character? What is everyone's favorite character in Toy Story?
Woody's always been a childhood fave. I dressed up as him as a kid too. I love Woody.
Maybe a more interesting question is like, who's your favorite of like the minor characters, like the supporting?
I love
Bullseye.
Slinky.
I love
Bullseye.
Mrs. Potato Head.
I love Slinky.
Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah.
I like her.
She speaks her mind, and I like
Slinky's
that.
like,
She's
he's
sassy.
great. He's a good friend. He's there for Woody. He
That's
loves
so
Woody.
true.
Okay.
No, what do
He's
you
just
mean?
there.
No, he's not. He's like Woody's like
I
best
mean, most
friend
of them
after
are
Buzz.
just there.
No.
Mrs. Potato Head has some sass.
That's
true.
real.
I love the
Yeah.
pig.
Yeah. I
Dog
like.
Doctor.
I love Rex.
I was
I
just
love
gonna
Rex.
It's
say.
Wallace Shawn. I
yeah.
love Wallace Shawn. He's the best.
I
love
Extra
how-
Sketch. Love that
We're
one.
just naming all. Of
I love
them.
how whenever
No, but Rex is my favorite.
I
He's
love
my
how
favorite.
whenever Andy's playing with Rex, it's like, oh, big dinosaur,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
scary.
And he's like smiling.
and then he's like, oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's
I
great.
Like
I love
Yeah.
them.
When Bullseye, like when Woody's about to like leave and stuff, and like Bullseye is gonna like join him, but Woody's like, no. stay here. And Bullseye's like, okay.
It's so sad. That is sad.
One thing, how the fuck can Bullseye run as fast as a fucking plane? Can we talk about that for a second?
He's built different. It's Bullseye. He runs like the wind.
A toy that's maybe
like
this
the
big.
wind.
But like, okay. All right, no. I mean,
Bullseye's just built
listen,
different.
That's one thing I noticed. I was like, the fuck?
I think Bullseye could run faster than a plane, but he chooses not to.
He doesn't want to show his true power.
He needed to add some suspense.
Bullseye's holding back.
Bullseye is holding back.
Dude. Bullseye, like at 100%. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Like fucking
He's ripped.
Flash, Barry Allen, who?
Yeah.
Fucking Bullseye. You know?
He's the most powerful character in the Toy Story
He
universe.
might be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so like low key
100%.
about it. He
I know.
never says
he's
anything.
just chilling.
Fun fact: Bullseye actually had dialogue in the original script,
He did, yeah,
Whoa.
in the original
What?
version.
and they removed
kinda
it
like
because there
that
were
he
like
doesn't.
too many voice actors. Man, we can do
Yeah,
that.
I kind of like that he's just
Me
quiet.
too.
Because he's just a little bit.
He's just
He's
a little
boy.
guy, and he's like
Yeah.
a fucking demon. Apparently,
Yeah.
He's just a little guy because he's like the fastest.
Person
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
This demon.
Yeah.
Okay, what did we all
Final
love
rating?
the movie
Yeah.
clearly? So
Yeah.
My only other note is Buzz has a boner at the end.
What?
That
He
is
does.
true.
He
There is
What?
a boner joke in
Yeah.
the
Did I?
film.
When Jessie she does like her little flip to like get up to the door to let the dog out, and
Yeah.
Buzz's like wings pop open.
Oh.
Yeah. There is a joke.
Okay.
Just click through it.
Yeah.
Just click.
Yeah.
Huh.
They spring open.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah,
huh.
so many adult jokes
Oh.
in this
Yeah, no, that's
There's a
one
casting
thing.
couch joke. It's crazy.
I don't
There's
like
so
the
many.
idea of Buzz having a boner. I just don't really
No.
yeah.
No.
I don't like it, man. Like,
I do like actually
Control
that they made Jessie Buzz's love interest and not Woody's. That
Yeah.
they have more like a brother
You
sister
know,
kind of
as
thing.
Yeah.
a kid, I always thought Woody and Jesse were a thing. Like, I don't think
I
it
always thought they were
registered for me.
siblings.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
more
they were
sibling
love
coded. I
interests.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think I understood those concepts back then, but they were cool.
It's like, what is girl?
what is this long haired person? Oh, goodness.
But I think it's a more interesting dynamic.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
100%,
agree. I
100%.
agree. And
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
like if like she was like some sort of love interest, I feel like I don't know. I don't think it would have been as effective. Like her whole entire like storyline, because I feel like there's this tendency when like a female character is introduced and it is a
Yeah.
like like a love interest for the main character, that kind of like I don't know, like it feels like less time is taken actually developing the character and it's
I know
more
what you
focused
mean.
on the love that's
Right.
happening. Whereas since they have more of this sibling dynamic, it feels I don't know, it feels like they take more time to like actually develop Jessie as a character and make
Yeah.
her own person
Yeah.
rather than only in connection to
And it
Woody.
would have been
Right.
so cliche to have like the two cowboys.
Yeah,
together.
Plus, Woody already has a love interest. The, like,
Bo Peep.
Yeah,
chivalry.
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Did you say what would you just say?
The like, don't worry.
You don't know her name?
I don't know her name.
It's
yeah.
Bo
Bo
Peep.
Okay.
She's like
Not
non-existent in the third one, well, because something happens to her, I guess. Oh, right. Sorry, we
We'll
haven't
get
seen that
into
one
it.
yet.
We haven't
Yeah,
seen that
sorry.
one.
It hasn't come out
Okay,
yet.
final
Anyways,
ratings,
yeah.
Avery.
I give it a 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect, and you will know the perfect one next episode.
What's not perfect? Like what about this movie is not perfect? Like what's your flaw with it?
I didn't cry.
That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair, actually.
Okay. She only gives 10s to movies that make her cry.
Yep.
Is that true?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
No, that's not
Does
true.
Good Burger make you cry?
It's such a
Yes.
sad movie.
So beautiful.
Okay.
Anyways.
Alex?
I also give it a 9 out of 10.
Let's go!
Whoa.
I think it's one of the best like kids like.
Why is
movies.
this not a
Absolutely.
10?
Yeah, why is this not 10? You can't use my reason.
Alex is gonna say because it's animated.
Because it's an animated movie for toddlers. I don't know. I don't give 10s to many like kids movies. I don't know why. There's just
Do you have like a
something about-
You're
vendetta
not a
against
child.
him, or like?
Yeah, what's wrong with kids
Like, what's
movies?
wrong?
Huh?
No, it's just when I watch it, I love it, but it's not like I don't think of it as being like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of my favorite like animated movies. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies.
I
But
think we're ganging up
I
on
don't know. It doesn't feel.
No,
It doesn't have
that's
the
fair.
vibe of a
That's fair.
10.
That's fair.
Making the distinction between animated films and normal films. Do you not consider animated films normal films?
No, And also,
he does say animation isn't cinema, so like I'm happy with a 9 though.
I'm grading it like more like higher because it's a kids movie. Like I have to be more generous to it because
That's
like
fair, actually.
I'm giving it the same rating as The Godfather 2. Like that doesn't feel right to me. But it's such a different kind of movie.
Yeah.
Like as far as a kids movie goes, it's basically perfect.
I feel like that's why it's pointless to compare ratings because I don't think of this movie the same way as The Godfather Part 2. But
well, I think we have a pattern here because I also gave it a 9 out of 10.
Let's go.
I love it. I remembered it a lot more than I thought I did. And like of course there's that nostalgic aspect that's always going to be there, but like I don't know. I feel like even if you like I was thinking about this after I watched it and I was like there's just this like connection to the characters that you feel, and I'd like to like talk to someone who is like around our age, like an adult who has never seen the Toy Story movies.
It's true.
To see whether they would still feel connected, because I don't know how much of it doesn't feel like too much of it is just nostalgia and not actually because it's a good movie. And I'm sure that if someone who hasn't seen them probably wouldn't feel as strongly about it or feel so connected to the characters. But I'd just be curious to see would they still feel that to a certain extent that's I feel point. For these characters.
Because I feel like from an objective point of view, after having seen every single film, I can say these are really
ever exist.
I mean every Toy Story film. I can objectively say that these are really well developed characters and stuff, but I can also admit that I'm extremely biased.
Exactly, so it's like I don't know, I'd be curious to see what's something.
I mean, I watched them as a kid, but they weren't my favorite movies. So I don't feel like I'm as biased as you, and I still like it.
Okay.
But
I
would
favorite movie as a kid.
My favorite movie in general?
As a kid.
I know.
Normal film and animated film as a kid.
I don't know. I feel like I have a different answer.
I'm gonna laugh.
That was one of them. I feel like I have a different answer for every age. I love Spider-Man 2 was probably one of my favorites for a long time.
I'm gonna say The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
What the
God, I love that movie. What was that? 2013 or something?
2014.
I was 9. Yeah. That works.
I was 13 when that came out. So no, there was no point where that was my favorite movie.
I love this.
Spider-Man 2 was probably my favorite movie as a kid. If I had to pick one, I think so.
Well, okay, Sam, you gave this a 9?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this is crazy. Because I also gave this a 9.
Well, guys, we all
agree that we all agree.
Is this the first time?
It's the first time we've ever gave all the same rating.
Oh,
at least I'm pretty sure.
When have we ever agreed?
That's a good point. I feel like we were really close on Arrival. Because you gave that a good
or the Truman Show.
Oh, right. The Truman Show, yeah.
But I don't think we all gave the same.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever given exactly.
Yeah, I gave it 8, maybe you gave
something stupid 9.5 or something. I don't know what was stopping you from giving
I think she said 9.5.
I said 9. Oh, I forget what I thought I said it 8. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I forget.
Well, I give this a 9. The only reason it's not a 10 is because I'm biased and Toy Story 3 is better.
I agree.
Slay! That's actually my only reason.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd give this a 10.
You'll have to tune in for the next episode to hear my hot takes on Toy Story
3. The problem is, I feel like for me, with Pixar films, it's hard with the old ones. It's hard to be objective because they're all childhood favorites for me.
Sure.
And so it's I grew up watching Toy Story 3 and crying to it all the time. So I just love that more. That's honestly it.
All right, now for a connection, guys.
Yeah. I have no.
Okay.
Well, they're both about family, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
True.
They're both about family. Michael is a bad person. Is Woody pulling a Michael in some way?
Does the box guy die in the end?
What happens?
No, he gets strapped to a little girl's backpack, and there's a Barbie there, And
Oh,
she's
okay.
like,
the prospect.
she's
Yeah.
an
The box guy.
He's an artist.
He's in a
I
box.
have no idea what
He's
I
in
thought
a
you meant like a
box.
box toy. I was
He's
so
in
confused.
a box. Sorry.
Right, yeah, he's
Never mind.
with a
Fucking
little
sideshow
yeah.
Bob, man. It's Kelsey Grammer.
He's with the little. He's on the little girls like
Yeah,
that.
and the
Okay,
Barbie's
never mind
like,
then.
she's an artist.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get drawn all over.
Do you guys
The
think
worst
Woody?
fate.
Do you guys think Woody is pulling like a Michael to some degree? You know, like going with like Jesse and the
He's
prospector.
expanding.
Yeah.
He's expanding.
I wouldn't call it expanding. Well, like
He's turning his back on his family, like
But
Michael
does
shot
I guess
the
he did-
brother,
right, okay.
whereas he leaves the family
For some like greater kind of ambition, right? Like Michael's
to
business.
last forever, I guess, or like to not be tied to a kid's love for validation. Is that Woody's like
Maybe.
motive?
I mean, it's to be like respected or something. I guess you can say that with Michael. Like he doesn't like form connections with people like Vito. He just wants to be respected and worshipped as the Godfather.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like, maybe not Woody specifically, but it's what the prospector is trying to make Woody think, is that like a toy should be like, put in a museum. It's like you're a collector's item.
Right.
You're big, like you're Woody. You shouldn't just be given to a child. You
And
should
it's
be
interesting
respected.
how the prospector is like the least significant character in the entire show, and he's so adamant on this thing.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's
that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
if there's a similar like
he's jealous of Woody almost, that he's
I
trying to
guess
cling
he's
on.
jealous
Yeah.
of Woody, but he also needs him to get to that level. Because
I mean, yeah, that's
without
the
Woody,
whole
he
plot,
means nothing.
Is
Yeah.
that's why they haven't gone already? Is Al
Exactly.
was waiting for a
Mhm.
Woody toy?
Yeah. So I wonder if it's like jealousy, or if I wonder like if he actually wants that for Woody. But like he's definitely selfish to some extent.
Yeah.
So
just like Fredo.
I feel like you don't understand what Fredo's doing in the second movie. I'm sorry.
Alfredo. Frodo.
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 What do you think of Frodo? Do you like Frodo?
We're
Frodo's
not-
cool. On that note, thanks for listening, guys. We're
Is
gonna
that
kill
it?
Wait,
Those are all the
what's going? We're
connections?
like
Yeah.
No, we're not done.
We're not.
No.
I mean, well, do you have another connection?
I don't have another connection.
trying to think
it's
of
fucking
something,
Toy
but-
Story and The Godfather.
Okay, but
Yeah,
there's like
I
3.5
couldn't
hours
kill
worth of content to
anybody,
connect.
Is there an
I don't
orange
know.
in the Toy Story movie?
Maybe. Possibly. The Cheetos are orange.
I can't really.
True.
That's so true. Guys,
Oh,
what do the
God.
Cheetos represent?
I can't even think of connection. 'Cause I
The Cheetos
understand.
represent
I'm gonna
Read.
the
Cheetos.
Well, no, because Woody and Bullseye are like roaming around the Cheetos, so like it's something they are avoiding. But then Bullseye succumbs to it. He starts licking the fingers.
It represents temptation.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Al was like tempted by the Cheetos. He's like, I gotta
Mhm.
fucking eat these Cheetos, man.
Mhm.
And then he
And-
drops them.
Yeah, and because he drops them, Bullseye's tempted by it, right? It's like the one ring.
It's maybe about class divisions too, because like he drops the
Oh,
Cheetos, and that's
yeah.
the only reason Woody and
Yeah.
Bullseye get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's on the
exactly.
couch,
Yep.
Huh.
right?
Right.
Real.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay,
No, hold on.
this is interesting because it's not just class. Like a part of it is also that Al is like the quintessential like American businessman, right?
Al,
He
hold
like
on, hold
okay.
on.
No.
Wait,
no,
can
no.
I just say something?
Okay.
Al is also higher up because he's on the couch, whereas Woody's
I
on
just
the
said
ground.
that.
Oh.
Okay. Avery. Okay.
Al, just shut up.
Al is like an American business. He's a capitalist,
Right.
Right. And there's so many themes in Godfather Part II, especially of like American exceptionalism.
Mhm.
And like that's part of the reason why Michael enlists in the first place is because of like Pearl Harbor and like American patriotism and all that stuff. So, he becomes like a capitalist, like businessman, basically.
Yeah, I feel like this is also linked to like Vito's storyline and like him immigrating to America and like starting his own business up, like the olive oil company. It's all linked. I think there's a better way to word this, but it's there.
Yeah.
And we put it
Yeah,
out
Al
there
starts like this company, right?
Of
Al's
Cheetos.
Toy Barn.
now. Oh, okay.
No. The Cheetos just represent.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
But like he himself, like he has his own business,
He does.
right?
Yeah.
and he doesn't care about like the people he has to destroy and the families he breaks apart to like grow this business and like grow his influence
because of how like greedy he is over like this Woody toy.
Yeah. Exactly, and he wants like this wealth, and maybe also like the recognition of like I'm the guy that like has this collection and I'm donating it. There's like
he's not donating it; he's getting money.
Not donating it, right. But like he's the one that's giving it to the museum,
right? And also, in a way, he's also expanding, like Michael, because he wants to go to Japan to like give these toys.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Cuba Conference.
It's like the Cuba Conference.
That's
the connection.
I completely understood all of that.
That's a good connection.
That's a good connection, man.
Yeah, that's a great connection.
And I think that's a great note to end this episode.
These movies are so similar.
Yeah.
They're so similar. We'll see you guys next week for the final episode of the month, where we talk about Toy Story 3 and Godfather.
The grand
Part
finale.
3.
Yeah.
Or
I think that one's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch both of these movies in the coming week.
Yeah, we're not recording that episode like as soon as we wrap this.
No, we would never do that. These are okay. By the way, guys, just so you guys know, if you're listening to this like on like Monday, we recorded and released this on the Sunday. That's how this works. Like
we're quick with our.
We're like really quick. This
we don't even edit the podcast. It just comes.
This
out.
is raw.
Yeah.
This is like raw footage.
Yeah,
we're just
recording this. It's like half an hour to midnight. So yeah.
We're
just so we have time to like upload it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna send this over to like our editing team. They're gonna make the reels for us. They're gonna make us the reels, and they're gonna edit like
we
fix
got
up
our
the
marketing
episode.
team, our editing team.
Right.
We gotta run this by legal.
Run this by legal. Make sure they cut out the opening parts. And
the part where we spend 20 minutes talking about terrorism.
Right. Yeah. We can't. Apparently, we're not allowed to put that in or something.
I don't. God.
But yeah. Okay. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. And as always, stay fresh.
Okay. Bye.
Yay.
Welcome back to Real.
I'm going to the wash.
Okay. One down, guys. We're halfway.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, just true.
I'm so tired.